Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Tuesday, as you can see. We just now making it back over to the storage unit, getting back to it, getting busy as always. In today's segment, what I would like to do is just take a look at a couple of different drive accessories that may possibly help an individual depending upon the situation and application, and help you move along a little bit more quickly and a little bit more efficiently if the items can possibly help you. All right. But I ain't going to hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. We're going to dive right into it. But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay. So pretty much, I already got quite a few things out sitting along the side tray. All right. And the Mako magnetic parts tray over here that you will see over towards the left hand side of the cart. All right. First, what I'm going to just technically do is just pull out your hex extended length magnetic extension. Okay, this is of the Milwaukee brand. Okay, as you can see here, with the lighting, I'm not quite sure whether you'll be able to possibly see towards the inside here, but there is a magnetic plate that surrounds the inside of the holder. Okay, this is a 1/4" hex, as you can see. All right. This is just the first item that I just want to show for a quick moment. Now, as you can see here, all right, these are also 1/4" hex universal adapters. And what you're basically taking a look at is a 3/8 drive here in a 1/4" hex. Okay. Just as well as you have a 1/4" hex 1/4" adapter. All right. The 1/4" has a ball detent, just as well as the 3/8 drive also has a ball detent. Okay. These two are made out of chrome vanadium, and as you can see, these are technically not impact graded. Okay. What you see over here is a Milwaukee 180 degrees knuckle pivoting. Okay. This will allow you to lock into your 1/4" hex drivers, okay, just as well as it is adjustable, and you see how it just locked in place, but it also rotates at a particular angle, as you can see here. The mechanism here is driven by the hex shank, okay, just as well as what you can see here, which is also a right angle adapter. And as you can take notice is that it is a 1/4" hex shank, okay, which is also driven by its hex shank. All right. Okay, now as you can see, I basically have out my Milwaukee 1/4" hex. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to take notice to how I actually have the right angle adapter on at the prior moment. Okay. The reason why I'm showing this particular demonstration, just say hypothetically speaking, you work in a professional shop and say you have different type of lifts inside your shop, whether it's a 2-post lift or whether it's a 4-post lift, alignment rack, and things of that nature. Okay. On a 2-post lift, most of the majority of the vehicle from underneath is exposed, but when you're on a 2-post lift, all right, technically the center of the vehicle is mainly more enough exposed, just as well as on a alignment rack. So say for instance you need to attack fasteners, okay, that was towards the center of the vehicle, okay, but if you were on a 4-post lift, okay, and say hypothetically speaking, you didn't line the vehicle up properly, okay, and say from left to right, say there were fasteners that you couldn't technically gain access to with going straight up, okay, with a regular normal adapter and a socket, okay, and just hypothetically speaking, say the fastener was in on an angle. Now you would technically be able to get in, all right, with this particular adapter without having to bring the vehicle back down and readjust the vehicle back on just so to say a 4-post lift. Okay. Just as well, this comes in handy in many different applications and areas, when you're trying to get in certain particular tight corners. Okay. As you can see how I have this on the hex, when I assembled both of my US General 5-drawer tool carts, I never used a wrench or ratcheting wrenches on no component when assembling this cart. I impacted all the fasteners, okay, on assembly, all right, even down to the fasteners that technically are within the screwdriver compartments, because the fastener that sits underneath the top one is the hardest one, to get to. And a lot of times you would technically have to install that one first. Okay, so now you can see how I impacted, which towards the opposite end, I used a 1/4-inch hex to a 3/8 adapter. Okay, so just to give you, a little idea of that at the prior moment. Okay, now the benefit more enough to now using the 180-degree pivoting knuckle, all right, is the point of the fact that the knuckle is capable of locking in one particular position, just as well as it can click forward and lock in a straight position. Okay, by being able to lock in a straight position, just hypothetically speaking, say you needed a longer reach, then you could use 2 of these extensions, okay, and use the knuckle, all right, on the opposite side to extend the extension in order to reach something in deep enclosed areas. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, I basically have the 180-degree knuckle pivoting. All right. Just as well as you see a chrome adapter. All right. On the 180-degree knuckle pivoting. I do not suggest to impact when using this because this is not impact graded. Okay. In certain instances, I will technically go to this hex swivel adapter on a removal purpose, due to the fact of, simply 3/8 drive and 1/4-inch drive, and the fasteners I tend to put it on are not torqued down as tightly and as much. But we all know, with certain tools like this, you don't want to drive because this can snap, all right? Because it's not made for impact wrenches. You can use something like a nut driver, okay? Depending upon the reach, all right, that you may technically need. But when it comes to what is impact and what is not, you always safety first. All right. So like I was saying, some of these particular items, they can save you some time and energy to keep you from running back and forth to trying to get certain particular tools to remove something at weird particular angles when necessary. All right. Some of these items, they do help me in a lot of different particular ways. They benefit very much. They're not expensive at all. All right. This here, as you can see, like I said, it's hard to do it with 2 hands, but the hex does drive this portion here, all right, which is 1/4-inch on both sides, just as well as the 180-degree knuckle pivoting, all right. They do actually have impact graded 1/4-inch hex swivels like these, all right. So it'd be good, you know, to pick up a set of them. When I purchased these didn't really cost me much. I got them on a humble just to, you know, try them out. All right, but they do technically come in handy. All right. All right, so pretty much we're gonna wrap things up about there. Just basically wanted to show, you know, a couple accessories out there that can help an individual, you know, in some of the applications. All right. So everybody enjoy the rest of the evening out there. Keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. Till that next tool review, that next tool haul, that next modification video. We gonna check you later. Okay. Peace.